Òkè kíní, first floor. Òkè kejì, second floor. Òkè kẹta, third floor. So from outside, you're talking about Ile Oloke, then put a number. Inside, things are in order, and that's why we use ordinals. Onkapo. Òkè kíní, kíní, òkè kejì, òkè kẹta, òkè kẹrin, òkè karùn-ún, and so on and so forth. Now, we need to know the names of the different places. Your bedroom is yara, and the tone mark of it is like this, do, mi, because your room opens up to embrace you. Yara, do, mi. The next thing is where you take your shower. It is called ibaluwe. The tone, re, do. Water falls. And at the end of it, you find that subdot where the water would go down. Ire, re, do, ibaluwe. Good. Next to that is where you study. Yara ikawe, study room. Ikawe, ka is to study, is to read or to count. Kawe, ikawe is library, is study. The tone mark on it is do, sit down, and then get up. Do, mi. Ikawe. There is more sitting down than getting up when you're studying. Do, mi. Ikawe. Ile ikawe is the study room. Yara ikawe. Now, where you eat, ile oúnjẹ, yara oúnjẹ. Food is oúnjẹ. So dining is ile oúnjẹ. Dining, ile oúnjẹ, where there's food. Okay, where do we make the food? Where do we prepare the food? It's called the kitchen. The kitchen in Yoruba is a place where you make fire. Ile, remi, do, mimi, idano. Why is that one do in idano? Because that's how we strike the match. What? Have you ever seen anybody strike a match like this? That would be really, nobody strikes a match going up. Yeah. What makes sense is to do this way and then, yeah. And as soon as you do that, if you're using a gas, the one I love is a gas, immediately just whoop, 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 whoop. Those are the tone mark on it. Idano, do, mimi is the kitchen. Ile idano. All right. The living room is after the English parlor. So you just say parlor. P-A-L-O, parlor. That's the living room. Now, guest room is yara igbalejosi. Yes, it's a mouthful. I agree. Yara, and that is domi. Yara igbalejo. See? Dodore alejo is visitor. Ba is to accept. Where you accept visitors to. That is your guest room. Oh. Now, in Yoruba, we divide up the place for number 2 and for P. So we have a place we called Ile ito. Now the house where you pee or the urinary in Yoruba, Ile Ito. Ito is pee. Why? You can see the two down marks and then the subdot underneath it. Even at the greatest joke, if you want to pee and you point it up, it will still come down. So P is dodo. Ile Ito. Now, the one for the number 2 is called Ile Igbe. That's number 2, Igbe. Ile Igbe is pool house. All right. What else do we have in a house that we haven't talked about? The next thing will be things in the house. Things in the house. Àwọn nǹkan. O. Look at it. Okay, no. Let's do that again. Àwọn nǹkan tí ó wà nínú ilé, things that are in the house. What are these things that are in the house? You would see that T-O-W. So anytime you're going to say that is in, you would say Wani is in. Wani is in. T-O-W, that is in. Mo Wani, I am at. Mo Wani, they are at. Wani means is at. Àwọn nǹkan, things that are in the house. You can list them. For you, I'm sure the borrowed words will be very attractive to you, like bed, cupboard. They are all in the house. Ẹ̀rọ is dore. Ẹ̀rọ, dore. Ẹ̀rọ amú nǹkan tutù. Ẹ̀rọ amúlé tutù. Ẹ̀rọ ìlọta. The blender is ẹ̀rọ ìlọta. Ẹ̀rọ amú nǹkan tutù. You have chairs. Àwọn àga. You have pictures. Àwọn àwòrán. These are all the things in the house. Now, if we know all this, we know how to say the structure of a house when we're outside it. We know how to say something is on the first floor, on the third floor. We know how to list things that are in the house. The next thing is, can you describe a house? Can you describe your room within the house? Can you describe your room within the house? From all of these lists, so we have an example in your textbook. And I'm going to, we read it before, we will just review it again. If you open to page 71. Page 71. You're going to see a description of somebody talking about a family house, where his own bedroom is, where his younger sibling's bedroom is, where the father's bedroom is, and they're all going to be using prepositions. Something is beside, something is in front, something on the second floor, and so on. So open to page 71 and read to me the monologue. Tọ́pẹ́ sọ fún wa nípa ilé bàbá rẹ̀. Okay, go ahead.
Bàbá mi ní Ile Oloke méjì. Yàrá màmá mi àti yàrá bàbá mi wà ní òkè kìíní, yàrá tèmi náà wà ní òkè kìíní. Ìbàlùwẹ̀ kan wà láàrin yàrá mi àti yàrá àwọn òbí mi. Yàrá àbúrò mi nìkan ni ó wà ní òkè kejì. Pálọ̀, ilé ìdáná, ilé oúnjẹ àti
Ilé ìkàwé. Just go straight to ilé ìkàwé.
Okay.
Go to the third line.
Okay. Ile ìkàwé wà ní ìsàlẹ̀.
Ìsàlẹ̀. You correct
Yeah,
the
I'm right.
Ìsàlẹ̀, yes.
Yeah, ìsàlẹ̀. Àga bẹ́ẹ̀dì tábìlì kọ́bọ́ọ̀dù rédíò. Radio. Okay. Àti bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Say that word, bẹ́ẹ̀. No. Àti bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ wà ní yàrá mi. Oríṣiríṣi àwòrán tún wà lára ògiri. Mo fẹ́ràn yàrá mi gan-an nítorí pé mo lè ṣe nǹkan.
Nǹkan kí nǹkan. To form any in Yoruba, just insert key. So any Femi kí Femi, kọ́lé kí kọ́lé, bàtà kí bàtà, iṣẹ́ kíṣẹ́, ọwọ́ kọ́wọ́, ilé kílé. Just put key in between. If it starts with a vowel, you don't need the key complete. You just need the key letter. So this is, if you put the word before, so let's look at àlejò. Àlejò. In this case, when you put key, you just write àlejò again. So it becomes àlejò kálejò. So look at ọmọ. If you put ọmọ, key, it becomes ọmọkọ́mọ, any child. I just put that key in capital so that you can see it. You don't need it in caps. But when it comes to bàtà, because it doesn't start with a vowel, it becomes bàtà key. Can you say it? Femi, your name ends with E, so we don't need it. Femi, let's look at Femi. Key. Femi, key Femi. Any Femi. Femi fu, Femi, key Femi. All right, so that is what that is. Nkan kí nkan is anything. Nkan, then put key at the E. So that is how to describe a house. You would see that there's a lot of wani, and then beside, legbe, and there's the word alone, nikon. Alone can only go with emphatic pronoun. I alone. You cannot use mo nikon. It will be emi nikon. Ohun nikon. Awa nikon. So nikon means alone. All right. I've explained to you
So
Traditional houses,
yeah.
they are different from the modern houses in their structure. So we have Ile, Ibile. Ile Ibile are traditional houses. Ile, oh, sorry.
And so if saying when you said a one nipa, is that
They
saying
alone.
they alone? Okay.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
They alone.
Okay.
We alone, our Nikon. Okay, so we got Ile, Ibile. Ile, Ibile, do. Ile Ibile simply means traditional house. Ile Ibile. And it is structured differently from the kind of housing arrangement you have. It is built together, and brothers, fathers, and all, uncles, they all live, but there's always a rectangle in front. A traditional housing unit in Yoruba land is a compound. This is referred to as agboile, agbole, literally a group of houses in Yoruba. However, such units are a group of compartments with no clear-cut divisions, built in the form of a rectangle enclosing and facing an open courtyard. This type of compound is usually occupied by extended families. Apart from these traditional housing units, there are modern bungalows and story buildings of Brazilian architecture. There are also duplexes, quadruplexes, and houses with many large rooms for extended families or rental purposes. Many family housing units in Nigeria do not have basements. A one-story building in Nigeria will be referred to as a two-story building in the US. So that is, what do we need to know there? Is the word for compound, agbole. Now, agbo is a circle. Agbo. Rere.
Is it agbole or agbule?
I'm coming. I want to break it down for you. Circle. Agbo is a circle. Now, when you have a house in a circle, sort of, not shape, but they are contiguous next to each other. And they always in the center, they have a play spot for children. It's always rectangular, but you build houses around it. And but the compound is called agbole. If you break compound down, compound is agbole. Agbole is compound. And the tone is re-re-re-mi, agbole. What is agbo? Agbo is circle. But there is always a forecourt in front of each of the houses. They have meetings there, they have the children's play there and stuff. But the word you want to know is that the Yoruba housing system is agbole. And traditional housing in Yoruba is ile ibile. Okay. In pairs in Yoruba will be ni, meji, meji, in pairs, that is in twos. She apejuwe, do description or to describe. Apejuwe is description, but the verb, you have to perform it, do it. She apejuwe, ile Ilé rẹ fún ẹnìkejì rẹ. Ilé rẹ means his house. You can describe his house to your partner. The word for partner is any kg. Any kg. So, ṣe àpèjúwe ilé rẹ fún ẹnìkejì rẹ. Àpẹẹrẹ, Ile Oloke mẹ́wàá ni ilé mi. Ile Oloke mẹ́wàá ni ilé mi. So that's a description. Ó ní àpátímẹ́ǹtì mọ́kàndínlógún, 19. So that's a sample. How do you describe your house? How many rooms are there? Where are the rooms? Which floor? First floor, second floor, third floor? What is on the ground floor? Ìsàlẹ̀. What is in front of a house? Ìta. The front of house is ìta ilé. Ìta. This is front of house. The back of house is ẹ̀yìnkùlé or ẹ̀yìn ilé. Ìta ilé or iwájú ilé, the front of the house. Iwájú, something that is in your eye, is front. Iwájú. Iwájú ilé. Most especially, what could most likely be in front of your house? Trees, igi, grass, koríko, car, or bicycle. Those are the things that are in front of a house. The back of a house, maybe things for barbecue and stuff. The name of your roof in Yoruba is Orule. Roof is Orule. Orule. The roof of your house, roof, Orule. Okay. So all we've been talking about in terms of grammar is art. Wà ní, yàrá mi wà ní òkè kejì. Yàrá ìkàwé wà ní ìsàlẹ̀. Yàrá mi wà ní òkè kejì. We never say òkè méjì, òkè kejì. Wà ní is art. Wà ní. So we call that is a verb called the verb to be. The verb to be. There are two forms of it. One is locative, where somebody or something is located. Wà ní is art. Then the other one is what we call existential. Exist. The person is. Bàbá ńkọ́, wọ́n wà. They is or they are in existence. So there are two forms and you can't miss them. Your dad is at home. Bàbá mi wà ní ilé. Versus my dad is alive. The only thing is that in Yoruba, we don't say the is alive. We simply just say is. Àwọn bàbá ńkọ́, wọ́n wà. These are the two. One is telling us where something is located. So if I want to ask you, where are you? I must add at. Where are you at? Níbo ni o wà? And you would say, Tennessee ni mo wà. Or you would say, mo wà ní Tennessee. That wà, you can't eliminate it in any sense because it's asking you to pinpoint your location. Bàbá mi wà nílé, my father is in the house. Mo wà níbí, I am here. All right. And it goes on to explain all of that. So once we get to talking about is in, we also have to talk about where. So the question to ask is, Nibo, this is saying, where are you at? That's a question. But you see, in English, there are two types of why and where. One is a question and one is a statement. Where are you going? I am going home. Ah, where you are going is dangerous. That other second where is not a question. I'm telling you. And in Yoruba, that is ibi ti, place that, reremi. Ibiti is the counterpart of niboni. Ibiti is where. Niboni is where is. Is a question. You can't use ibiti for a question because it's not a question marker. Niboni is a question. Ibiti mo lọ lánàá kò dára. Where I went yesterday was not good. I'm not asking a question, I'm telling you. So you can ask me, Nibo ni o lọ lánàá? Ah, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Kọ́lé, ibi tí mo lọ lánàá kò dára rárá. Was not good. Where did you go? Nibo ni o lọ lánàá, yesterday. Okay. If you open with me to page 74, all I've been saying is there. À la page, page 74. Point number 8. Níbo ni Adé wà? N kò mọ ibi tí Adé wà. I don't know where Adé is at. Where is Adé is a question. Níbo ni Adé wà? N kò mọ ibi tí Adé wà. So let me ask you, níbo ni ó wà? Tell me, níbo ni ó wà?
Tennessee,
Ni mo wà. So I will, for fullness, I say, ilé mi at ní Tennessee ni mo wà. Ilé ẹbí mi ní Tennessee ni mo wà. So, níbo ni ó wà? Where are you at? You are in your family house.
No.
If I ask you, níbo ni ó wà? Ilé ẹbí mi ní Tennessee. What is that saying? Ilé ẹbí mi ní Tennessee ni mo wà.
Oh, what does that say? Eddie, so my family's house in Tennessee
Is where I'm at.
Is where I'm at. Yeah, I was trying to
Is where I'm at.
Is Mowa.
Yes. That wa is at.
Okay.
Yes.
Then
Ilé ẹbí mi ní Tennessee ni mo wà. Níbo ni ó wà was my question. Where are you at? Ilé ẹbí mi, my family house. Ilé ẹbí mi ní Tennessee ni mo wà. Okay. Page 75, we have looked at it, but let's review it again. I'll tell you all the things there. So what do you have these things in your room? Page 75. Ṣé tábìlì wà? Is table at? Ṣé tábìlì wà ní yàrá rẹ? Is there a table in your room? Ṣé tábìlì wà ní yàrá rẹ? Bí ọmọ kíláàsì rẹ léèrè. Bí léèrè is a spirit verb that means ask, question. Ọmọ kíláàsì rẹ, your classmate. Ọmọ yàrá, your roommate. Ọmọ kíláàsì rẹ léèrè. Bóyá. What is bóyá?
Maybe.
Baby, we met it at Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Akilolu. Bóyá Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Akilolu máa fẹ́ ìyàwó mìíràn. Ó mà ṣe o. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Akilolu kò ní ọmọkùnrin kankan. Bóyá. Maybe. You're correct. Maybe. Bóyá. Wọ́n ní àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí. These things ní yàrá wọn. Ìdáhùn lè jẹ́ response can be bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tàbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. It is so or it is not so. Bẹ́ẹ̀dì, that's a loan word, bed. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀dì wà ní? Is bed at your house? Wà ní yàrá rẹ, your room. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, bẹ́ẹ̀dì wà ní yàrá mi. Or OT. No. Kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ní yàrá mi. Meaning that the negation of wà ní is kò sí ní. Kò sí ní. Wà ní means it's at. It is not at, it's kò sí ní. Don't forget that. So, àwọn àwòrán wà ní yàrá mi. Àwọn àwòrán kò sí ní yàrá mi. Wà ní and kò sí ní.
It is not at, right?
Yes, it's not at. Àwòrán wà ní yàrá mi. Àwòrán kò sí ní yàrá mi. Number 1, radio. Radio. Television. Television. Tábìlì. These are all loan words. They are English words. But you would notice that in English, you would say radio. You say television. Television. It closes there at television. But Yoruba will add an extra vowel. Television. Table. Tábìlì. Cupboard. Cupboard. You hear that last do? Cupboard. Cupboard. Portmanteau. Portmanteau. Àpò is box. Àpò is pocket or bag. When it's on your cloth, it cannot be a bag. It's a pocket. But when you carry it, it is a bag. Àpò, dodo. Ìwé, you see, it opens up. You know it, ìwé. Dodo mi, àwòrán is picture. Aṣọ oríṣiríṣi, different sorts of clothes. So we have aṣọ fèrèsé. What's aṣọ fèrèsé? What's fèrèsé? Window is fèrèsé. Fèrè and say. Fèrè and say. Fèrèsé, window. Fèrèsé, because rays would always have a say on the window. No way. The only thing that has a stay in a window is light. And that is a ray. Fèrèsé is window. So you have fèrèsé. So you have aṣọ fèrèsé. Aṣọ fèrèsé. you have aṣọ ilẹ̀kùn, the curtain, aṣọ ilẹ̀kùn. Then you have pillowcase, aṣọ. What's pillow?
So ìrọ̀rí.
Ìrọ̀rí. Ìrọ̀rí is pillow. So pillowcase will be aṣọ ìrọ̀rí. These are the things you have in your bedroom. It doesn't matter if you don't have them. Ìrọ̀rí. Stereo. Well, 10 years ago, the world had stereo sets in their houses. We don't have them anymore. But it's good to know that Yorubas will just say stereo. Camera is the camera. This one here, camera. Unfortunately, nobody uses this anymore. They all have it on their phones. But we don't have a C, so we will use P, camera. And then ago, wall clock is ago ara ogiri. Ogiri is wall. Ara, body of the wall. Ara ogiri. Ago ara ogiri is wall clock. What is wall? Dorere ogiri. Ogiri. The clock that is on the wall is on the body of the wall because it's not inside it. So you say ago ara ogiri. The wrist watch is called ago-owo. Ago-owo. All these you can have in your room. So when I want to ask you, where's my book at? You know, for those of us who are very disorganized, we always look for things. Níbo ni ìwé mi wà? Where's my room at? Where's my book at? It is in my room. Ó wà ní yàrá mi. The it with that thing on top of it is it. But it's a book. So we can't say he. The word with O and that thing could mean he, she, or it. But we have to use our wisdom to decide when it is it. If it's a book, it can be he and it can be she. No book gets personalized. Ó wà ní yàrá mi. So what are the other things? Again, table is not table, it's ta. They say table, we say ta billy. Ọkọ̀ mi, my car. Why is it ọkọ̀ and not ho? Ho will be the other side. It always points out. But car, the gear is in the car, in there. That is ọkọ̀. So where's your car at? Níbo ni ọkọ̀ rẹ wà? No way, no way. It's in front of your house. Or at best, it's in the garage. And that is the place where we carry cars to. Ilé ìgbọ́kọ̀sí. But the simpler answer is it's outside. Ọkọ̀ mi wà ní ìta ilé wa, in front of our house. Ìta means what?
Front.
Yes, outside. Ìta ilé means outside. Ìta, dore. Ìta ilé, outside of house. Again, radio àti television. Instead of television, we go television. Ago, there are two types. There's one on the wall and there's one on the wrist. Aṣọ. In the house, there are different types. The one you wear, the one on the window is called the curtain. The one on the door is also the door curtain. The pillowcase is aṣọ ìrọ̀rí, ro ori, something you rest your head on, is a pillow. And then you have bàtà àti àpò, shoe and bag, bàtà àti àpò. You have bed and àpótí. Àpótí is a box. Àpò alone is either pocket or a bag. Okay. Níbo ni is a question. The counterpart in the statement form is EBT. EBT. I don't know. N kò mọ ibi tí Fẹ́mi wà. I don't know where Femi is, but I know it's on my computer. N kò mọ ibi tí. Tell your partner that you don't know where the object is looking for is. Níbo ni Adé wà? N kò mọ ibi tí Adé wà. Níbo ni Chris wà? N kò mọ ibi tí Chris wà. And then on page 76, these are new words. Again, telling you more about how Yoruba spell chalk. C-H-A-L-K, chalk. In Yoruba, it is chalk. Chalky. And then oko is a car because that mark is in. If it's on the other side, it will be a hole. Radio. 3 times it's come up down. Same thing. Ago oluko. Oluko is teacher. Teacher's clock. Ago oluko. Fila is cap. Where is the tone mark on fila?
A, which is we call
It's
it do.
The tone marks is on E and A, and those are the vowels, and those 2 vowels, they go down, down. Do, do. Fila, do, do. And why is fila, do, do? Because look at it, I go this way, it goes down in my head. Look, it's on my head now. I still push it down. Those are the 2, do, do, fila. Fila, dodo. And then iwe, domi. Iwe, iwe, domi. Domimi, akpoti is a combination of akpo and ti. Akpo, ti, akpoti is a box. Domimi, akpoti. Yeri. Yeri is earring. Yeri tope. Again, aṣọ. Aṣọ tóyìn. Aṣọ tóyìn. Tóyìn's clothes. Aṣọ fèrèsé. Window curtains. Aṣọ ilẹ̀kùn. Door curtains. Aṣọ ìrọ̀rí. Pillowcase. Ìrọ̀rí is pillowcase. You know, if you had a printer at home, if you write those words and cut them out and stick them on these things and just look at it for like 24, 48 hours, for the rest of that week, when you close your eyes, you will see the thing you labeled. The brain works in a very funny way. Because you're not writing it down, you're sticking it to the very thing. So if you have a pillowcase, and you just write and stick it on it and look at it and say the word, somehow, when I ask, you close your eyes, you would say it. That's how the brain works. The second one is you record it in your own phone and you listen to it 3 times. And you go and search for the things when you see them. There are things. There are things you already call names. You already call pillow. We are now asking you, can you switch, make room for Yoruba? So instead of say pillow, you say irori. Instead of say window curtain, you say aṣọ fèrèsé. And have fun with your people. If you don't make this fun, it will not easily come. So if you say something like, Dad, ewo aṣọ fèrèsé, he will say, what's that? And they say, oh, that's the curtain. And both of you will laugh. But if you say the wrong thing, he will catch you out. So you have to build your confidence too. Curtain on the window is, it's not a word, it's just cloth window cloth. Aṣọ fèrèsé. The door, ilẹ̀kùn, aṣọ ilẹ̀kùn. The pillow, aṣọ fèrèsé. Okay. All right. Where again? Where are we? All right. All of us, we've done the numbers. You know how to use the numbers. Check on page 76, and you will see the numbers. Page 78. Tell me,
Yes, sir.
don't learn this without doing the action. If you don't do the action, you're robbing yourself of knowing it. For instance, stand up. Dide. If you get up, you would always ask yourself, what was it? Dide. Or Dide. That is the way to learn it. Dide means get up. Dide. Sit down. Joko. So Dide. Organically, Ejoko. Sit down. Dide. Stand up. Ejoko. Sit down. Even the sound of it. Dide. Joko. And then it has, when you don't want somebody to do something. These are commands. And the word for command in Yoruba is to pàṣẹ. Pàṣẹ. To command. Now, this is an action. Pàṣẹ. Pàṣẹ fún àbúrò rẹ. Command your younger sibling. Those are the only people you can command. People you are older than. Pàṣẹ fún for. Pàṣẹ fún àbúrò rẹ. Now, the command itself, the noun. Ìpàṣẹ is the command. That's a noun. Pàṣẹ is to command. Pàṣẹ fún. N kò fẹ́ràn ìpàṣẹ. I don't like commands. Okay. And what are the commands? They're all listed on page 78. When we get together again, we're going to start from page 79 and see how we can finish that. If you have any questions, please ask me. And but the whole thing is a language class does three things. One is a challenge to you as a learner. How do you learn effectively, especially lessons that have to do with sound? These are sounds that come from alphabet. The challenge every day is, how do you learn them? I can give you an option. You do nothing, which is fine. That's your choice. The second one is that you hope that what I have said in the last 50 minutes will just naturally, you remember it. You must be a superhuman. if that is what you think. Because I said it does not mean you will remember it. The third thing is for you to be active in your learning process. What do? You can either record, you can play back and listen many times and visualize it. So when I say dide, either in your mind, you get up, or you think you show it, but you have to say it. You don't think stand up. You say dide and you get up. Sit down, joko. Pashe is command. The command itself is a pashe. What are the things in your house? These are objects. They're visible. You can see them. If you can see them, you should name them. Hold your pillow in your hand. Look, don't just think pillow. Say irori, feel it. And say it as you're feeling it. Irori. This one does not have the pillowcase. It does not have koni, asho, irori. Hold it. Play with it. This is how the brain remembers, because you are involving all other senses apart from the ears and the eyes. Irori. Write it the way it sounds to you in English. Irori, ro, ri. Irori is pillow. Asho irori is pillowcase. You have a door in your house. I can see it from this picture. Ido is ilekun. I can see the window. Ferese. If you put asho in front of it, it becomes a door curtain. This is how to learn it. So it challenges how you learn. The second one is very easy. It provides you with cultural instructions of a culture that is outside of your own. You're not there. But the thing is that it's in you. It's in your DNA already. Starting with your name, if you were Paul or Chris, how do I use your name as a learning point? So you are already surrounded by the culture. You just have to activate it. And finally, a language class is learning how to learn. And once you crack how to learn in this one, it will help you in the other classes. If ever you thought that you could do last minute with Yoruba, banish the thought. If I get out from lesson 2 and you have not caught up the thing, the train has left. Okay. So if you have any questions, please ask me. If not, I can say it. Learning is a habit. We all have cultivated a habit, and no matter what anybody says, we don't always want to get out of our comfort zone to try it. Let me just try what Obenikole is saying. Let me try it for 1 week and see, does it help my memory? But because we are all animals of habit, we would rather stick to where we are than try something else. Anyway, that's my sermon for today. We will talk some more tomorrow. Just let me know when you're ready, and we'll do it. Huh?
All right, yes, sir.
Okay. Odabo.
Odabo.
Oh.